today. From U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports.
By Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Today, it's Week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Detroit Lions and the Minnesota Vikings. Alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at... So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Throwing to start the drive. Black. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
Must have.
It had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
They'll give it up to the big man Walker. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. The numbers for Walker from last week's effort: 8 carries, 116 yards, and a trip to the end zone.
Just an excellent performance from them on the ground last week, and that speaks to an offense that is operating at a high level on all fronts. Of course, that man running the ball, he's just seeing the field so well. But don't forget about his offensive line. They've really asserted their will out there and are confident they can repeat it again this week.
He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
On 1st and 10, Black. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Carter. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 14. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He completes this to Walker. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. To throw on 2nd down, Black. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete. Quay Walker was the one to bat that throw away. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Black. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are on the board first here this afternoon. Walking into the stadium, we saw a ton of people donning the jerseys of this rookie quarterback, so you know they love that opening drive, and he throws a touchdown pass.
He gave a little bit of confirmation about what they had hoped, right? Because they thought they had a quarterback.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
On first down, Black. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is caught. Touchdown, Vikings.
There you go. There you go.
A big play there. 54 yards. And the Vikings have moved out in front. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. On the give, it's Walker. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. The Vikings sit 2-0 here to begin the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart, because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Off play action. Black eluding the pressure right. He finds his man complete. That's Carter. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 18. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. This is Walker. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Walker going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. It's the fullback. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Vikings go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Throwing on first down. Black. And quick throw here. That's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. Black. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Lions are going to get the football here at their own 23. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Here's Walker to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And some room to roam now. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Black. He finds his man, complete. That's Carter. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota. But no break needed. Let's get back to it. Week 3, here we go with quarter 3. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And no run back here as the 3rd quarter will commence with a touchback. Some good games coming. Now following the interception, this offense will get another shot at it as they'll quickly head back onto the field. Throwing to start the drive. Black. He finds his man. Complete. It's Carter. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw. Black. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Carter. And they're going to get this up to midfield. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On second down, it's Walker. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 112 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Black. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Black. Over the middle, complete. That's Carter. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Back to throw. Black. He finds his man. Complete. That's Jordan. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 14. Looking to throw. Black. Steps away to his left. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jordan. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field goal unit now. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. Now following the field goal, what can this offense do? We're about to find out. Throwing to start the drive. Black. Now he's forced out left. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Off the play fake. Black. He finds his man. Complete. That's Carter. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Call that a very strong gain of 24. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This just a 24-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, with about 95% chance of winning it?
I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game.
and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
On 1st and 10, Black. He finds his man, complete. That's Carter. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Black. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. On 1st down, Black. He finds his man, complete. It's Walker. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Back to throw. Black. He finds his man, complete. That's Carter. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone? Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. So now the Lions down on the scoreboard. At time, a huge factor. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss. So now we're in the final minute of the game in the 4th quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. Walker now on 1st and 10. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Looking to throw. Black. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
Well, they certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for Minnesota, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Lions, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3.